Ah, they've even got a toilet. Look at that. Public toilet. Look. Public toilet. Fantastic. It's got 8 reviews and it's rated 4.3 out of 5. Oh my god, it's even got restrooms as well. It's got 2 toilets. That's amazing. Let's see what the reviews are. Oh, somebody says it's shit. Somebody's given a review of this toilet saying it's shit. 1 star. Well, it's actually not clear if he's commenting on the quality of the toilet or if he's just describing the contents of the toilet. I mean, this could be a purely descriptive review. You don't necessarily know the reason why he gave it 1 star. Maybe he has a really, really, really good toilet at home. It's like, it's got diamonds in it. It's got a TV in it. The toilet seat is heated. It's got a robotic arm that comes out to wipe. You know, it could be that his toilet at home is really, really good, and so whenever he visits any other toilet, he's having to view it, experience it, and judge it in comparison to that toilet that he has at home. So naturally it would be 1 star. This guy strongly disagrees. Mr. Pomegranate strongly disagrees with Savan. He's given it 5 stars. And his comment is highly unambiguous. It's also very straight to the point. This is a guy who knows what he's talking about. He knows he doesn't have to go into any detail whatsoever. He just has to state 1 word. Good. He doesn't have to qualify that. He doesn't have to provide any extra detail. That's all he has to say. Good. 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 And he's even taken a photograph of it to support his case. Because this is an intelligent man. He knows that people are skeptical. People might be skeptical on the internet. People might not know who Mr. Pomegranate is. He is a local guide after all. So he's not just a nobody. You know, Google has described him as a local guide. So he is the one who's providing guidance and wisdom to everybody around. If there's a guide to listen to, it's Mr. Pomegranate. He's a local guide. You can't argue with that. Not just any guide either. He's not just a guy. I mean, that would be enough on its own. He provides guidance. He's like Jesus. He guides people. He guides people. People follow him. He's kind of like I mean, it's almost a religious figure, really. If you're a guide, that means you provide guidance. That means you guide people. That means people follow you. That means you've got a following. That means you're basically Jesus, more or less. But it's not just any guide. He's a local guide. So he has very specific, bespoke knowledge of the area. So you better believe him when he says good. And he supported his case with a photograph, with photographic evidence. Let's see the photographic evidence. So there's the toilet in question. One odd thing about it is that it's at a 90-degree angle. So I suppose you have to grab onto the ground in order to prevent yourself from falling down off the earth. But you have to remember this is a different part of the world. things are naturally going to be a bit different. Not everybody can enjoy all of the benefits of living in the parts of the world that you and I might live in, where the ground is even and gravity pulls us directly down into the ground. You travel to a different part of the world because the world is spherical. Naturally, things are going to be at a different angle. So that's not ideal. But again, this is a local guide who's doing this review, so he's used to that. So that's not going to factor into his review, and why should it? That's what he's used to. If he was to come here, then he would be put off by the way that things are here. He would be uncomfortable with having an even ground. He would be walking around, holding on to the ground, and he'd be confused. And it would be very confusing and disorienting for him to be pulled into the ground. His bones probably aren't built for it. Like, you know how they talk about if humans went to Mars, or if humans went to a heavier planet, then our bone structure wouldn't be suited for it. It's probably a similar thing to if you go to another part of the world where everything's at a different angle, because you're not being pulled down into the ground at the same angle. So your bones are just going to be adapted to whatever part of the world you're used to living in. And if you go to this part of the world, then your bones aren't going to be used to it. If he comes to this part of the world, then his bone strength, his bones are probably too weak for it. He'd probably just collapse. He'd probably just melt into the ground because he's not used to being pulled into the ground like that. Anyway, I mean, you can't argue with that. That's just a good toilet. Mr. Pomegranate, what a name. There's a review of the Waterfall Park. He said that there is some people music. That's good. It's probably my favourite type of music. Music made by people, as opposed to music made by ants. Or mole rats. Or badgers. Or hyenas. Or giraffes. Or anteaters. Or cats or dogs. Or seals. Or mantis shrimps. Or piranhas. Or worms. Or amoebas. Or bacteria. I don't really like music made by any of those types of organisms. So I have to agree with Mr. Pomegranate here. It is quite pleasing when you hear music made by people. It is the best kind of music. So just another reason to just trust everything that Mr. Pomegranate says. Really, his authority increases with every word of his I read. It's just very, very impressive. There's another toilet here, public restrooms. So this one's probably a bit fancier. You can tell from the name. That one's just called public toilet. This one, on the other hand, is called Public restrooms. So you could even go there for a rest if you want. The toilets are so good that you can rest there. You can have a rest in the toilet. You can rest there. You can sleep in the toilets. That's what you can do in these toilets. You can sleep in the toilets. They've got very big toilets. They are big enough to sleep in. The toilet water is kept warm, so it's like you're having a bath. So you're basically sleeping in a bath. And then you flush the toilet and the water's refreshed for the next person to sleep in there. Let's have a look at some photographs. I mean, this looks like a hotel, doesn't it? I mean, look at that. Fantastic. This is a very highly rated toilet. This is 4.3. The other one was also rated 4.3, but that one only has 8 reviews, whereas this one has 78 reviews. So there's a higher sample size here. For all you know, the 8 reviewers of this public toilet were all hired by the CEO of the public toilet to give it a good rating. That's possible. All of these reviews could have been the results of bribery. You know? Which makes sense. I mean, that's the level that you would probably have to stoop to if you're having to compete with these public restrooms just on the other side of the road. I mean, this is probably the biggest rivalry on the entire island. Possibly one of the biggest rivalries in the world. I mean, look at how close these two toilets are. Let's actually measure the distance. Directions from here. Directions. Measure distance. What? Measure distance. Distance. 273 meters. These toilets are only 273 meters apart. So, I mean, obviously, there's going to be a huge rivalry, isn't there? When you've got two toilets that are that close to each other. I mean, I really don't blame public toilet for stooping to that level. Stooping to the level of bribery. I think that's perfectly understandable, given the level of competition, given what's at stake. He probably even encourages people to use nearby restaurants so that they're more likely to go to his toilet than that toilet. There are all sorts of things that you could do to compete, and it's within his rights to do what he can as a businessman. Oh, look at these waters. This is luxury water. This isn't like any of this generic, crappy Google water over here. Look at how generic, crappy this water is. Drinking this water is like breathing air. It just doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't do anything. But as soon as you get into the waters of Bahrain, You've got luxury water. Look at how the color changes as soon as you enter the border. As soon as you enter the borders of these countries, the color of the water immediately changes. Because this is luxury water. It's curated by these countries. This is the best water in the world, curated by these countries. If you drink any of this water, your life gets extended by some amount of time. Look at that water. That's even more highly curated. Look at that. It's green. That's green water. Let's have a look at these public restroom reviews. Look at this. Joshua Son says, public restrooms, I think the only ones on the causeway. So this guy doesn't even know about this little competitor down here. The public toilet down here. There are some people who don't even know that there's an alternative. But they're trying to change that. They're trying to change the monopoly that these people have over the toilets on this island. Which is a good thing. You've even got mirrors up. Lots of people very happy with these toilets. Oh, there's another one over here. The plot thickens. There's a whole network of toilets on this island. Is that the last of them? Yeah, I think that's the last of them. So there are 3. There's a total of 3 toilets on this island. There's somebody who says, I love peeing in this place. Great atmosphere. So there's somebody who's very happy with these toilets. This is someone who has probably urinated in a wide variety of places throughout the world, and he's gone out of his way to comment specifically on what it's like to pee in this specific toilet. So this is somebody who's very happy with this toilet. I imagine he uses this toilet more frequently than the toilet overlords over at public restrooms. There's somebody who's very happy with this toilet experience. People don't talk about the atmosphere of the urinary environment often enough. It's quite important to have a good atmosphere around you when you're urinating, because it's quite a peaceful, it's a peaceful sort of meditative act, isn't it, to urinate? And it should take place in an atmosphere that's conducive to your urination. Is very important. It shouldn't be overlooked. So there are lots of options available to you on this island if you need the toilet. It might even be worth going on holiday to this island just to experience the various toilet options. You've got 3 options available to you. You've got public restrooms, of course. Those are the people who... That's the main option. That's where all of the tourists are going to be. So that's going to be quite busy with tourists, I think. But if you want to get away from all of the tourists, you have these 2 more obscure options. You've got public toilet over here. And you've got public toilets over here. So if you want to have multiple options available to you, if you want to choose from multiple options, you can go to that one. Or if you just want a simple toilet experience, you can go to public toilet down here. So you've got lots of options available to you. Lots of options available to you. This is if you're a toilet tourist, this is the place to go. This is what's this called? Middle Island. This is the place to go. I hope you learned something by watching this stream. I hope this was very interesting and informative. Thank you.